that you should not look incessantly on the leadership and criticize it. You should really look at reality that has changed completely. The world and the economic and military power are today involved in the innovations rather than in the accrued assets. And we have to understand that whatever happens today is this tug of war between the old world and the new world. People still argue that Israel is the biggest danger. Nobody in the Middle East knows that the real danger lies not in Israel but in Iran. We have today two processes in action between us and the Palestinians. One is the political negotiations, which we are trying to renew, but there is also Palestinian buildup for the first time in history. It's the first time that they build an infrastructure of a state for themselves with the full accord of Israel, and we are helping them. We are dismantling checkpoints. We enable them to move from one place to another, and the fact is that their economic situation has improved. Furthermore, for the first time, the Arabs are building their own negotiating power, a military or police-based negotiating power, not against us. The enemy of the Palestinians is the Hamas rather than Israel, and whoever has to fight the Hamas is them, not us. And this tug of war requires us to do three things. The first thing is to adapt ourselves to the global policy. Globalization is not an ideology. Globalization is a new situation, almost without any borders, without distances. And maybe the biggest difference is that the source of income is not the land anymore, it's science. When the source of income was land, people had to expand their territories to go to fight others, but science is not conquered by an army. Science is not being stopped in the customs. Science requires also a fundamental change. It's not that this global force is going to come and impose it on us, but the Arabs as well are facing not the Israeli occupation. We are going to stop this occupation. The problem does not lie in being occupied and subjugated to the laws of the world. We know, for example, that those who want to join the new world have, first of all, to educate the children. Science necessitates knowledge much more than force. These people should give equal rights to women, because if there are two breadwinners to a family, without that they won't be able to educate their children appropriately. And if the women do not have equal rights, it's the dispossession of half the nation. That is why we can see that poverty is being created, and we won't be able to change it by force. It's an agenda that each person and each nation has to adopt according to their understanding.
The world is not only global, it is also individual. We also have a little bit of luck, because the IDF, Tzahal, is a wonderful school as it is today, and as it is destined to be in the future. As everybody goes to the army or has to go to the army, the population, segments of the population get to know each other. Otherwise, each youth would have remained in his or her own secluded or limited environment. I think that one of the things we must do now in Israel is to change Tzahal, the IDF, into a university. I believe that the universities can dedicate more time to basic research. And in the army, in any event, the level of wars today is not a level of schools, it is a level of university.